10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Through Black and White Eyes. What a morning, eh? Had to be at the Railway Museum, though, didn't I? Well, it's all kicking off. Absolutely buzzing, to be completely honest with you. The news has been absolutely fantastic in my eyes that the rat has gone. Everyone's saying that Newcastle have been bullied into selling them. No, we haven't. You know, the fans wanted 150 million. We were told it was 150 million from the press, but Newcastle United Football Club never came out and said, we want 150 million. So we all heard it through the press. It's all played out in public. It's all been naughty and nasty and horrible. So I'm just glad it's all over. 130 million is what I believe the price is. It'll be interesting to see what they say. Obviously, 110 million was rejected in August. We were never going to sell him unless we had another striker coming in. And obviously, we did. Wissa. It's as simple as that. I think it was always Wissa. I think they always wanted him. I know he's a short-term option, but when you score 19 Premier League goals, so yeah. So you deserve to have a price tag of 50, 55 million. Yes, there's more breaking news. I'm going to come to it soon, Gary. But use the usual stuff, please, guys. Remember, it is deadline day. It is. Please subscribe. Please help the channel grow. There is a membership option if you can afford to do it. It's 99p a month, and it really makes a massive difference to the channel to help us get great guests on. I need to do my message to that guy at Sky Sports. I haven't done it yet today. Morning from America. You're in America, Chris? Brick, yep, I'm going to come to that. Welcome at Newcastle Ultras. Yep, I know, and crazy stuff going on. But back to the rat. I think we played a blinder in the end. We've waited till deadline day. We've waited to get him out the door to make sure we had our replacements in. We're very happy with who we've got. And I know Wissa didn't exactly act in the best way himself. However, it was very different to Isaac because he had it in black and white in writing that he could leave the football club. And I'm going to get interrupted quite a bit today, by the way. What's the matter, baby? Go for it. So, yes, I am in the house alone with two kids. So it's going to be interesting. So, yeah, so we've bought Voltamade in, who looks an unbelievable signing, I think. Wissa coming in on top of it is amazing. We've signed 6 players this window. When we all had the conversations before the window opened on this channel with everybody who's on it, we all said 5 players would be amazing coming in this window. Obviously, we weren't expected to lose Isaac. That was never really on our minds at the time. But 6 players to come in. I call it 5 because you're replacing Isaac, aren't you? But that's incredible in my eyes. That's a great window. We spent over 250 million. PIF are here for the long run. You cannot disagree with that now. And we've bought smart players as well. I mean, Wissa's the only one at the age that everyone thinks, oh, maybe that was a bit too much. But when you take into account 19 Premier League goals, non-penalties, there's a great stat here that Johan Wissa generated more non-penalty XG goals than Alexander Isak last season, and that was in a team that finished midweek. I'm coming. I've just got to go and do something very, very quickly. Sorry about this, guys. I knew this was going to happen, but it happens. The joys of being a parent. Need another midfielder. Might go out on loan if we can cash in on a Suda. That would be wild. It would be. Never got notification say went live. Thanks for the stream as usual, Baz. I reckon we'll make another signing, maybe two if we see any more departures. It's an interesting one. Sorry about that. I literally just made the show half an hour ago, so that's probably why you didn't get a notification, to be fair. I don't think we do. I think we take the risk. I feel sorry for Alanga. I don't. He'll play. I think he'll snap Isaac's legs as well in the international break. But there we go. So the breaking news at the moment is Asula. Now, I've said Asula's not good enough for Newcastle United, and I'm being proved right. So I'll accept all those apologies for everyone coming in right now. However, for a player we bought for 10, 15 million, I can't remember what the final price was, selling them for 30 million to buy a Leverkusen is absolutely huge. What a deal that is. Absolutely buzzing with that. Alanga must be laughing like, where did this week? Well, we still got Kraft. But yeah, I mean, getting Wissa in, seeing Asula go the other way for 30 million, that's another great bit of business on PSR, especially when you either double or treble his price. Absolutely buzzing. Honestly, you can't wipe the smile off my face today. There's so many people on Twitter who are still unhappy about what's going on, and I don't get it. They probably do. Whoa, Jay. Oh, my God, kids. Right. The other thing, apparently, with the Wissa deal is that they've added a 25% sell-on clause. Now, to be honest with you, I think that's a waste of time. I don't think we sell him unless we sell him to Saudi when he hits 31, 32 maybe. So we get 2 great years out of him, and then we might move him on to Saudi Arabia for a hefty price potentially. And that's where the 25% will come in handy for Brentford. But yeah, oh man, what a window so far. I'm loving it. And I would love another player in, but I'm not being greedy right now. If the window slams shut as it is right now, we would have signed 6 very good players who strengthen our squad and also strengthen our first 11. Brentford sure can do business. They can. Great business. Any news on Willock to Palace? So on Twitter that might happen. That I can't see that happening. Not with Asula going out the door. If Willock goes out the door as well, then we are definitely scrambling to buy another player or another 2 players. So it is going to be really, really interesting. Man, I'm so enjoying it. There's some other deals that are going through to other clubs that have surprised me a little bit. Now, Spurs have agreed a deal with PSG for Manu. No, I've not heard anything on Willock at all. I haven't even heard on any. Nobody's given me any information at all today on what could happen. Apparently, Villa are also interested in Asula. So that is really interesting, but I just don't think Villa would pay 30 million for a player that's not proven in the Premier League. I'd be surprised at that. Apparently, it was only 10 million with 5. Right. So it was 10 million with 5 million add-ons to Sheffield United. I honestly thought it was just 15, but there we go. People putting me right on Twitter. No, we're definitely not going to regret it. Someone's saying that we will regret letting Asula go. I don't think so. I just think it's great business, to be honest with you. But yeah, my group's very quiet today. Just talking about all the deals that have been done. But no one's really talking about who's next or what's next or who could be next. There could be nobody, guys. This could be the end of our window. But I did tweet out, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, you know, at least now we've got 7 years of being able to say we're spending the Coutinho money, the rat money, and that should be able to go on for a few good windows now. Will the sell-on clause only be on profit, though? I don't know, because very rarely sell-on clauses are just on profit. That was just the Isaac deal that we did, which is a strange one. We desperately need an Italian and to keep Tonali company. Why not? We now have Isaac money that will, yep, exactly. That would be very nice, Gary. Yep. I only put that in for you, Les. The other thing that's, I mean, I did put this out on Twitter for someone to come and join me if they want to, because there's so many people out there who love to have their opinion in writing. Come and have it on this show. We want to hear your opinion. So I put the link out to anybody who wants to come on. But no bites, no takers, which doesn't really surprise me that much, to be honest with you. But yeah. I mean, what do you guys think of the window? If the window's shut right now, 6 players in, a few players out, 250 odd million spent, at least recouped over 150 million pound back. What is Murphy is going? No, I can't see Murphy going. I would love another surprise. I can't see it though. Oh yeah, I blocked Fabrizio Romano. I'm bored of him. I've got absolutely no time for that guy anymore. Well, there it is. Just click the link. Honestly, come and have your say on the show if you want to. I won't bite, I promise. The thing for me, the window was very slow to start with, wasn't it? Let's face it. But my God, it sped up very, very quickly. Chris says it's a 9 out of 10. Great window with the outings, almost a free hit. Almost. I mean, when it comes to PSR and you atomize the transfers over lengths of contracts and things like that, it's a great window. Yeah, Sanusi and Ashby out on loan. I've also heard the other one, someone else has gone out on loan as well. I can't remember who. I mean, Target's gone to Middlesbrough, as we know, out on loan, and he created the assist for the winning goal for Borough yesterday, which is fantastic. I'm sure Alfie Harrison might be going out on loan as well. I think I read that. Also, Vasula goes for 30 and Wissa was 55. That's a good bit. But exactly. Only 25 for Wissa when you put it in that way. If the Sula happens, we get another striker, another mid, the best window ever. I still think it's probably the best window. It's hard to top that January window, isn't it, when we first got took over, because that really saved our bacon, didn't it? With the likes of Bruno, Trips, Pope, Byrne coming in. But this window is right up there, isn't it? It's absolutely been an impeccable window. Is probably the best way to describe it. But I'm surprised that Spurs agreed a fee for Colomano on loan as well, and we haven't sniffed at that. Especially if Asula goes, you would have thought we would jump on that. To be fair, people. I don't like it when people are nasty to people. When people are saying that. I mean, look, Edwards put out a report about how the Saudis have been backed into a corner and they've let themselves down and they've been bullied and all this sort of stuff. We haven't. I don't like that. Yeah, we've also sold Kelly as well. Longstaff's gone as well. You know, we've let Hayden finally go. Lewis has gone as well on a free. So, yeah. So we've done some unbelievable business getting rid of dead wood, bringing in quality to add to our squad, and also bringing in young, hungry talent as well. And the Wissa thing, I know he's 29 I think it's this month. 19 non-Premier League goals. I will keep saying that. 19 non-penalty Premier League goals. Keep missing that penalty bit out. Is an unbelievable return for someone who finished in a team that finished 10th, right? And the desire for that man to play for our football club shows he wants to be here, unlike the Rat. So for me, that puts him up on a pedestal. And I have also heard that, according to Craig No Hope, he's going to be wearing the number 9 shirt. So that's very, very interesting. I really hope so, Marlo. I really do. I really hope we've got another rabbit in the hat. I really do. Just pull out another amazing player. How about that one from Barcelona? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think we should give the Korean kids a chance. He looked good in pre-season. I think it's too early for him. I think he needs to go into the reserves, stay around the first team squad, and then see how he develops. I think that's the best way to go with him. Sula 30 million is madness. We've robbed them basically 25, 30 million for Wissa now. Exactly. Absolutely spot on. It was funny watching the journalists scrambling last night to see who took credit for breaking the Rats move. Oh, God, honestly. It's sickening, isn't it? Hi, football ready. Hope you're well, mate. Not so good in the 21, sadly. There we go. It's got to give him time. But a front line of Gordon Lalanga, Walter Wisse, sounds like we can keep a Champions League spot. I also think we might change our formation now with Voltamade. They're coming in because he can play number 10 and a number 9. And with Wisse, you play them both. You don't play one of them, you play them both. So I want to see it all unleashed against Wolves. I really do. So all in all, I think I'm going to say, Baz, have we made 145 million with Isaac, the 130 and then the 15 million saved from loyalty bonuses? Yeah, pretty much. So we've actually got very close to the 150 that we wanted because we're not paying out the bonus scheme that we were expecting to pay out to Isaac. So we managed to get that cancelled while also taking 130 million into our bank account. So who's been bullied? We fucking haven't. We've absolutely smashed it. No. Sell them for 30 million now. Trust me. Just get them off our books. For 30 million is huge. 190 million on sales and now in a fantastic PSR situation. Exactly. I'll be going into PSR in much greater detail tonight at 8 o'clock when we review the whole window as a team. Really looking forward to that show tonight. Also, don't forget, Superfan Dan will be live between 5 and 7 for any more breaking news that comes our way. So, PSR is in a very good position now. Few keepers off the books as well. Paddy Powerslate and Luke Edwards. I mean, he walked into that one, didn't he, with his big statement last night about himself. But his recent one that he's put out, I just don't agree with it. I like Luke. He's a lovely guy. Honestly, when you meet him, genuinely a lovely gentleman. But that he's just built his relationship with Newcastle fans as well. And he's just took one strike to knock it all back down again. For it's been a good transfer, hopefully the negativity will go now. It'll still be there, mate. There's so many doomsdayers out there who will still see negatives in all the positives that are going on right now. It's just, you've got to hold your ground, enjoy what's happening, and see the bigger picture. There's loads of people who do, which is great. Pulled the wool over their eyes past 145 million and exploding groin. Yeah, exactly. Again, I tell you what though, Jake, the other flip coin of this one is, was he lying about his groin injuries? Was he doing that to not play well or say he couldn't play to put us in a poor position to finish in the Champions League or try not to finish in the Champions League so he got his move easier? But again, someone smashes into him, God knows what might happen. Need a salon close. Yes, we need to be smarter with that. Much smarter with that. Yeah, so we sold 190 million worth of talent. So technically, we've only spent 60 million, and that could get better if Asula does go. But yeah, definitely get a sell-on clause. I have heard they are trying to put in a buyback clause. So if he does excel in Germany and he does become fruitful, as he could do. I'm not saying he's not going to. I'm just saying right now he's not good enough in my eyes. But if he goes to Germany, has a whole year there, and we put a buyback clause in, brilliant. There was a buyback clause. If you told me we're selling him, I'd have expected to generally make a loss on him. Yeah, I mean, it was only 10 million we signed him for with 5 million plus add-on. So I thought we might get the same back for him, to be honest with you. I thought that's what it would be, but there we go. Rumours will it could go to Palace. Nope, not heard anything, Scott. I heard that weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and I did mention it on a show, but nothing's ever come of it. So I just don't see it happening. I think both bars, I do think he half said last 10 games, but I do think his groin is iffy too. Yeah, you could be right. I'm just flipping the coin, mate. Yeah, rumours there'll be a buyback and a Sula one, just in case he performs really, really well. The Sula deal would be good for the club and the player. Agree. Absolutely agree. Great bit of business for us. He gets first team football constantly. He gets a chance to develop and turn into a better footballer. And then if he becomes into an exceptional footballer, we have a buyback option. Perfect. Yes, there is. Where's Ches been hiding? Yeah, he might have just joined in. Wow, Tariq Lamptey has gone to Fiorentina for 6 million. He's a player that fell from grace, isn't he? I mean, I used to think he was a fantastic right back, but yeah, he's off as well. Villa assigned Manchester United's defender Victor Lindelof. That was another thing I didn't expect to see today on a free transfer. What has happened to Villa? This is what I was worried about. This is what makes me think we've had an exceptional window. It's because if we don't qualify for the Champions League next season, it's an if. Could happen because Spurs are looking good. The top four look pretty good as well, to be fair. But if we don't qualify for the Champions League next year, we could have been in Villa's situation next year where we're selling players, scrambling, trying to avoid PSR nightmare. And this is why selling Isak had to be done. As much as I would have loved to have seen him being banished to the reserves, us sign Voltemene and Wissa without any problems, without these PSR restrictions, I would love to have seen Isak rot away. And I know a lot of journalists would, a lot of Newcastle fans would, a lot of people in football outside of Liverpool would love. And again, the blue half of Liverpool probably would have loved to have seen it as well. But as a football club, we had to do what was best for us. Now, the best thing for us was to get as much money as we could for Isak, get rid of his bonuses, and that lifted the PSR restrictions for us to be able to go out and have an exceptional window, finish it off, and then have exceptional windows going forward. Basically, Liverpool have given us the license, hopefully, for the next 2-3 windows to spend big and push that top 5 every year now. Sula could be going to Leverkusen for, is it Bayer Leverkusen? Yeah, for 30 million, mate. Great bit of business. So, yeah, so this whole thing about that's why Isak had to, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Potential sale to Frankfurt, 30 million. Also, what is about Man U wingers getting loaned to Villa? Yes, Sancho, isn't it? It could be going to Villa on loan. It's a massive move, Ches. But that's the reason why the Isak deal had to be done. It's why we couldn't just dig our feet in and say, no, you're not going. You're going to be sitting in the reserves. You're going to play for us again, if you like it or not. Then we have a player who's unhappy on our hands, where now we've got Wissa, who was jumping at the bit to play for us, eager to get out there for us. And we've also got Voltemade, who was happy to come to us as well. So we are now in a much stronger position in that front two than what we were when we had Isak, Sulkin and Asula as our only option. So you've got to think of the bigger picture. It's a massive bigger picture for us now. So as much as I would have loved to have seen Isak stay at Newcastle and him being the player that he was before the cup final, it was never going to happen again. So we had to bite the bullet. As some people say, when you got gangrene, you cut it off at the toe before it gets to your leg and gets to your knee and gets to you higher up into your body, and then it finally kills you. We've cut the snake off at the head, and we are in a much better position for it. And as a fan base, we need to see that. Frankfurt have made a deadline day bid for Newcastle striker William Asula. Talks are taking place over a permanent sale. We are told the fee is under discussion as 28.5 million. Aston Villa have also inquired as to the Asula's availability. That's what the breaking news is from Keith Downey. What happens if we try and sign Lawson as well now? Let's try and Lawson from Wolves. Get free strikers in. Could you imagine the options we would have? Oh man, seems Sasula was about to do media and was just pulled. Yeah, pretty much. I think they've just decided this is a great bit of business for the football club, just like the Isaac deal was. Now became Chelsea's younger bro. Yeah. I get what he means there. But yeah, I mean, I put out the Wissa. I'm happy about Wissa's deal. I mean, I'm absolutely buzzing. What's happening here? Breaking. Oh, this is at Chelsea, I think. Someone trying to move to Bayern Munich. That's probably Jackson, is it? I can't. Everyone was saying Jackson was coming to Newcastle. That was never going to happen. Just Liverpool idiots in it. And remove. Crystal Palace board meet with Getafe to sign forward Christian Unshi for about £17.3 million. They can have a Sula for a little bit more if they want. Everton signing a striker to Rangers. Aston Villa in advanced talks to sign Harvey Elliott. Now, that is a deal that I would like to see us jump in on. Do you agree, guys? Because apparently it's 35 million for Harvey Elliott. I would love that. Jackson moved to Bayern Munich is back on. Yeah, there we go. We'd love to go for Manu right now. He doesn't really want to leave Man United. So do you really want Manu to come in at Newcastle, be coached by Eddie Howe, make him better, then send him back to Man United at the end of the season? I don't want to do that. No. Sorry, Baz, that Liverpool idiot didn't. No, it's a comment on my YouTube short video that I did. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's trying to say I should thank the rat, which is never going to happen, is it? Never thanking that piece of shit. I mean, he did help us win our first trophy, but he had a chance to be a club legend, and now he's just going to be a Michael Owen. One of those things, isn't it? I mean, Harvey Elliott, I think that's a move we should go for. The problem is, would Harvey Elliott want to move from one bench to another? Yeah, like Chris has just said there. Elliott won starting minutes. We can't offer it. Yeah, we have the money. Go and buy Big Samu from Porto and loan him back for a year. That's what I said weeks ago. Yes, Scott. I would be all over that if that was an option. Now we have the money. Can we be clever and get a big signing in and loan him back to Porto? Because I think that lad has got everything. And I honestly think that's a great idea. Who's against it? I'm certainly not. Hey, has anyone seen the Andy Howe haters the last few days? Yeah, good point. I love Harvey Elliott. No to Manu, not a fan of improving clubs players. Yeah, exactly. Michael Owen is Florence Nightingale compared to Isaac. Yeah, I mean, he didn't. They're both shithouses. Yeah, I would love Semenyo and let Bonds go the other way. That's a deal I wouldn't mind seeing happening, but I can't see it personally. But yeah, I'll be all for that. Oh, Team Europe's picks are out. Oh, you guys won't be bothered about this, but I am. Shane Lowry, John Ram, Sepp Stractor, Victor Hovland, Ludwig Oberg, and Matt Fitzpatrick all make the Ryder Cup picks for Team Europe. That's this month, by the way, guys, the Ryder Cup. I am thinking about doing a watch-along for the Ryder Cup. Would you guys be interested in listening to golf? Let me know. I know it's not everyone's sport, but the Ryder Cup is something very special, and I do love talking about the Ryder Cup. So I might do a watch-along for that. I'd love to get Larson too, but happy with the window. We need players with honour and integrity. Liverpool can have the rest. My impression of football journalism has massively dipped this window and never be repaired. Yeah, I mean, there's so many people just out for it for themselves, for clicks, for all that sort of stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be fair. I'm in the same boat as you. Now, Leslie, I've blocked Romano because that's all he does. Ornstein can go and fuck himself as well. I don't have a blue tick for that reason, because people just think you're in it for yourself. I'm not. I'm in it for engagement, for talking about football and having conversations and opinions. It's what it's all about. It's why we give money to charity, because we don't want to do it for ourselves. In the future, we might need to, but at the moment, we like to help out. I'm thinking we don't make another move. Not sure what else we could do. Another midfielder would be nice, but not a necessity. I guess it just depends how greedy we want to be and how greedy we need to be. Dubravka and Kuhl also made 4 million each. That's a good shout as well. I did have a good picture, which I'll be showing tonight. But in Anthony Elanga, Aaron Ramsdale, Malik Chow, Jacob Ramsey, Nick Woltemade, Johan Wissa out. Callum Wilson, Jamal Lewis, Lloyd Kelly, Sean Longstaff, Martin Dubravka, Odiese, Isaac Hayden, Matt Target, Alexander Isak, all gone from our football club. I mean, some of them are on loan. Or one of them is on loan, I should say. Two on loan, sorry. The Greek goalkeeper and Matt Target. But that's great business, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic business. And I think we don't need another move. Oh my God, it's peeing down. Glad we're in the house. Aston Villa in talks to sign Harvey Elliott from Liverpool on loan with an obligation to buy and a package worth 35 million. It's got to be worth a shot, hasn't it? 35 million. A loan to buy with an obligation. I would be all... I don't know, because we're always looking for players that are going to improve the first team, aren't we? So, yeah, it's a tough one. We need to improve our new lads. Can't wait to see them after Eddie gets them buzzing. He makes 8 out of 10 plays at 10 out of 10. Absolutely. Craig Hawks reports Villa agreed fee for Sula, but UEFA killed deal because of spending rules. Jesus Christ. I heard that we are signing Johan Wissa, Jessica. He is at Newcastle doing his medical. I actually do think we need another midfielder, Baz. It pains me to say it, but Willock no longer improves our squad, and we can't rely on his fitness either. Miley needs a little more time too. I kind of agree with you, but I also think with the better players around them, are they going to step up a gear? I don't know. That Asula exit has to be thoughts of a replacement there. Maybe. I don't think we signed a third striker, though. When Joe Linton and Ramsey on the left or midfield, I don't see Willock getting many minutes this season. I honestly do. I do still see Willock being a big part of this team if he can show his fitness now. I don't understand why he never got any minutes against Leeds, because I thought he was back to fitness. So that was a bit of a surprise for me. But there we go. Try to see if anything else. Alex Murphy, I count in as well. What's happened to Alex Murphy? Has he gone out on loan? Oh, I count him in the squad. I don't really count Alex Murphy. I don't think Alex Murphy will get a look in at all in our squad unless it's a cup game. Especially with the amount of centre-backs we've got. Big Joe up top. Never again, Roy. Never. Do not want to see it. I hear you, Baz. Obviously, I hope I'm wrong. I hate to be negative about any of our players. I mean, I hope I'm right, but I could be easily wrong as well when it comes to Willock, because the proof's in the pudding with him, isn't there? 4 hours and 26 minutes left to go till the window shuts. I've got another 20 minutes, so get your questions in while you can. And then Superfan Dan will be taking over. I'm so tired. Between 5 and 7 to do the last couple of hours, and then we'll be live at 8 o'clock as a channel to review the whole window, basically. I never want to see him back up top. Never want to see him back up top. Sod the club, just get Ferretti in. I mean, I've never seen a credible source discuss him, though. So that makes me think that's never going to happen. If no third striker comes in, I'm guessing Eddie classes Gordon as cover. Exactly. This is why we won't take a risk on signing another striker. Which is a bit of a shame, because you bring Strand Larson in, especially with Wissa going to AFCON. That puts us in a really strong position. But then you've got 3 players you need to keep happy, haven't you? So that'll be interesting. Thinking long term, do we see Bruno leaving anytime soon? Don't want to see it, but I know he does want to play in Spain. I don't think Bruno leaves us at all. He loves the football club. So as long as we're still progressing and trying to win things and making him happy, his family happy, his children happy, he ain't going anywhere. Thank God. Because you are right. We do not want to see Bruno go. Maybe when he's 29, 30, we might consider it. Because then he's getting on a bit, and then the sell-on fee. The fee won't be massive, but there we go. Now with Liverpool also signing Isak, do you think they're going to sign Mark Gay? I mean, he scored a great goal last night for a centre-back. January could be a different story, though. If we struggle with rotation, we have 100 million left from the Isak Asula sales. There you go. Bruno is black and white to the bone now. He wouldn't leave at 50. Still be trying to get on the pitch. I love it. Wouldn't surprise me if he comes back as a manager. I could see Bruno potentially being a manager. I can see him being like a Kevin Keegan style manager. You know, all about emotion and making players feel better about themselves and all that sort of stuff. So that's how I see it. Afternoon, Roger. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. But yeah, there's not a lot happening now. Sula seems to be the last big bit of news. Whoop. He's actually fucking, you know what he is. Everyone talking about acting quicker and all this sort of stuff. It's difficult. It's difficult in the transfer window. I mean, Isak didn't really make his intentions that great, did he? So there we go. People saying the number 9 shirt should be held back for the ones who perform and to see who takes it. I disagree with that. I think you've got to give it to one of them straight away. I think Wissa gets the number 9 anyway. Some exclusive shots of Johan Wissa arriving in Newcastle for his medical. We saw that via Sky Sports News. Do we change formation, though? That's the big question. You want some help? Come here, then. You want to say hello to everyone? Of course you do. Because you love the camera, don't you? You need a wee as well, do you? Kids, guys, kids. Oh, that unbuttoned again. Loud house. Right, turn around. I can't get the button in. Loud house. There we go. Right, come here then. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh. Say hello to everyone.
Meh.
In the loud house, in the loud house. Woo! Right, stop it. People can hear you. There's my daft as a brush son and my gorgeous daughter. And you princess. Right, go and watch TV.
Okay.
You ready? Mwah! Go on then. That'll keep them busy for a few more minutes. I wonder how a sort of deal would work. There's no way you can go to Germany and do a medical within the next few hours before the deadline shuts. Might do the medical in England. Probably the only way I can think of. Hi, Baz. Let's hope Isaac does a hamstring for Sweden, the snake from Melbourne, Australia. How are you doing, pal? Love Australia, by the way. And yes, let's hope he. Yeah, I don't really like wishing poor on any players, but I know what you mean. I like to say things like that privately. Oh, God. Honestly, these doomsdayers. It's anti. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Oh, some idiots. Yes, he did. He drove himself up. Sunday showed Bruno and Tonali as a 2 is a stretch. Maybe Walter Maida drops into a 10. That's what I think. Just seeing the video, Whisper arriving for his medical. No, I think we just use Walter Maida as a false 9 and let him open lanes for Elanga and Gordon to be in on goal. Maybe. After this window, their work doesn't end in the background. We need to address the structure. The CEO and the DOF will definitely be in very, very soon. Honestly, both of them. They're a pain in the backside at times. Crafu to do a Roy Keane on Isaac. Oh, man. When does the European window shut? Usually after ours. It is after ours. I don't know if the Saudi window stays open a little bit longer, doesn't it? Something stupid like that. But there we go. Yeah, there's not really a lot much going on, to be honest with you, but there we go. 4-3-3 in big games, 4-2-3-1 in games where we need to break lower block defenses down. This is what I mean. It's having the options to change things, especially at home when we play against teams who really go for the low block and we need to break them down. And we now have players who could potentially do that. Facility. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. Scotland shuts at 11 p.m. Oh, there you go. All European League agreed to early close because of Club World Cup. As are they your mini-me's? Yes, they are. Dead ringers they are. Oh, man. Keeping things private is not the Aussie way. Yeah. Shane Warne knew a thing about that, didn't he, when he was sledging? Yes, but they're both my mini-me's. It can be a handful, but they're worth it at times. Oh, man, guys, honestly. What an afternoon. What a morning. Who's that? Nottingham Forest training ground. So something's happening at Forest at the moment. Still think we are missing a little wizard of a player to break down the low blocks, unless that is Walter made. But honestly, it's Walter made. That's what he's been brought in to do. Not just as a striker, he's been brought in as someone who can break down players with his quick feet, his intelligence. You know, let's just see it all work out together. It got quite fast. It got quiet fast. It always does. You know, once the big ones are done, they're all saying it's 125 million for Isaac. It's, as far as I'm aware, it's 130 million. And there's a few who've reported on 130 million for Isaac. So I'm sticking with that valuation. Ramsey likes to play in tight spaces too. Exactly. There's another player, Ramsey, who's very, very quick. Quick feet on the ball, gets into great positions in between the lines. Yeah. How long do we think before Ramsdale gets the gloves? We maybe might see the change after the international break, to be honest with you. We'll just have to wait and see. Aston Villa agreed deal to do so. Jadon Sancho is definitely going to Aston Villa. Interested to see if they use Walter as a 10. He's got it all. His potential is off the charts. Absolutely hope. I actually think we change our formation because of him. And a lot of people say you should never just change for one player, but Eddie Howe has always said, and he said it ages ago, and he's always had it on his mind, that he wants to play in a different style and change things up if he had the right players. And maybe now he's getting the players he wants to be able to change his formation. So it'll be interesting, especially with how long Joe Linton could be out for. So it's only 2 p.m. bars. They've still got... No, it's 3 p.m., mate. It's only 2 p.m. bars. They've still got 5 hours to go. Still time to bring in Strand. I have 2 daughters. I know what a handful means. You definitely do. But no, it's 3 p.m., mate. So we've got 4 hours and 14 minutes until the window shuts. And there is a chance we still could bring someone in. You never know. Pope hasn't played badly. I just can't. It's his kicking ability. It's getting on the counter attack quickly. That's what we fail to do at times. People forgetting Wissa will also be away for a spell in the winter with AFCON. It might be a case of keeping our play style as it fares gradually into its new system. Possibly. Like I say, we could just switch it up in certain games, potentially. Has there been any images of Isaac in Liverpool, or is it or do we not see it? I don't know. You would have thought Sky Sports will be twerking their backsides off at pictures for Isaac and videos of Isaac. So into an advanced talks with Man City's Akanji. That's a bit of a strange one. Akanji going to there, but there we go. Love Walter Maid's new song, well aimed at Isaac's. Yeah, rest in peace. The legendary Shane Warne. I reckon he would have been a Toon fan. Just guessing though. I think he would love how the Toon fans act, to be fair. Who starts first, Wissa or Voltamid? Both. I'm going to go with both. I think with Joe Linton's injury and Anthony Gordon's suspensions, still got 2 games left. I'm guessing they just took the 3-match ban. I think both of them start, and we really try and tear a new one into Wolves. I mean, it'd be great to buy Strand Larson, wouldn't it? Then he wouldn't play against us. SSN showed him leaving the training ground for the second part of his medical. I saw a photo of him getting out of his medical in Liverpool earlier, back view, which is exactly the view I like because I want to see the back of him. I like it. I just can't stand the bloke for how he's done it. He's ruined his legacy. He could have been a hero. Unfortunately, I tried to get my girls to the Toon, but one is Spurs and the other is the Hammers. How did that happen? How did that happen? How do you get a Hammers and a Spurs fan? Oh, Spurs I can sort of understand because they've been on the globe. I mean, it depends how long they've been supporting West Ham for. But again, who wanted to be a Newcastle fan years ago when Mike Ashley was in charge? So I get it. My little boy's trying to turn into Newcastle, but he's more of a York City fan at the moment, but I'm trying to kick it out of him. And my little girl, undecided yet, but she's daddy's little girl, so she will be wearing black and white at some point. I would love some news on the stadium. We all would, wouldn't we? That would be the next big thing that I think, again, wait for the DOF and the CEO to come in, and I think all that starts to fall into place. I think we start with one of the new strikers, but end the game with both on the field. Used to do the same with Wilson and Isaac. It's a good shout, Jake, but I just think with Gordon being suspended, Joe Linton being injured, I think you might see them both start, to be honest with you. I think they'll be both itching to start as well. Outside of the transfers, this window has shown that players can refuse to play and get their moves. Sad day for the game. Yeah. I mean, Wissa had a year left on his contract, technically 2 years, because Brentford could have forced him to stay another year. But when he has it in writing from Brentford to say you can go if there's a certain fee matched, and it gets matched a few times and then gets rejected, you are going to be peeved off as a player. The whole Isak situation with 3 years left on his contract, he's got nothing in writing, he's got no release clause. The fact that he's been able to do this really, really frustrates me as a football fan. And I wouldn't be happy if he did it at another club. And it wouldn't surprise me if it happens to them when Barcelona or Real Madrid come in for him. So there you go. Just having a look to see if there's any more other sort of breaking news. Just looks like Chelsea and Nicholas Jackson. He's made it somewhere. He's shaking some hands. He's got a smile on his face. It would be good to see Jackson out of the Premier League after what he did to Sven Botman. Forest tried to buy Wissa last year. Wissa wanted to go. Brentford asked for more. Yearly total. Yeah, same scenario as he's at. Yeah, but at least he stayed and banged in all those goals, didn't he? So Company by Leverkusen have sacked Ten Hag after 2 games. That's insane. Transfer window closes tonight, 7 p.m. in England and 11 p.m. in Scotland. I mean, no one's going to move from the Premier League to Scotland, are they? Let's face it. No offence to all you Scots out there, but your league's shite. England, Italy, Spain, Germany, France, 7 p.m. close as well, which is good. So that means everything shuts at 7, apart from the Saudi League. I'm sure the Saudi League still stays open. That would be interesting if he has. See how long he stays there for. My guys got 8 minutes left. Throw some questions in if you want me to answer anything. They've lost to their own under 21s 5-1. So, yeah, that was a cherry on the tip for Ten Hag. Did they? Oh, wow. Because they were playing FIFA and kept using West Ham and Spurs. I think it was because of Big Ange until Levy sacked him, but does win in the second. Yeah, he does win in the second year. He can say that forever now, can't he? Until it doesn't happen. It's crazy. I'm trying to see if there's any decent questions on Twitter. People just saying about leaving the 9 open. Yeah, now on there. Baz, do you think we as a club are being a bit naive in the window as for how dirty and creative the likes of Liverpool and Chelsea have been? You think we need to get our hands dirty or keep it clean 100%? I think we need to get our hands dirty. I think we need to start looking at what Chelsea do, the loopholes they jump through. They are the kings of the transfer window. They really are. For them to be able to keep doing what they're doing and not get any fines or break PSR or anything like that, it's clever. It's within the rules. Loopholes are within the rules. So we've got to be better at it. Where do you think we'll finish now? Top 6. Top 6. I'm hoping 5th. I don't think we get in the top 4. I think the top 4 is sealed. But if we can finish 5th again, which I think will be a Champions League spot, since we've got 6 teams in the Champions League this year, it means we'll get a lot of points. And it should get us in the top 2 bracket to allow 5th to be a Champions League spot again. I'm hoping we get 5th again. Also, do you think we could have done a better job with the leaking of info via Isak's agent? Someone suggested to me that we should have handled the agent better and sooner. Unfortunately, as the agent's not bound to the football club, it doesn't have a contract with us, he's allowed to say what he wants. Unless it's in the contract to say that you can't say certain things to the press, you can't do anything about it. And the agent was hell bent on getting this move because it's his payday. It's a big win for him. And getting Martinez to Man United from Villa, another big payday. I think the club maybe could have been a bit better in keeping the fans updated if they wanted to. But if you ask any fans of big clubs, they never hear about what's going on. Man City never hear about what's going on. So it's a tough one. I mean, in the end, we've got what we wanted. The club have never come out and said what the fee should be. Only the press have said Newcastle want 150 million. But Newcastle United have never said they want 150 million. They've said certain things have got to be met. Everything's been met. It's why he's gone. So we clearly wanted 130 million. We clearly wanted 2 strikers in. So we've got what we wanted. So it's a tough one. Next game is your money on playing Voltamade, Wissa, or both, or neither. Both. Absolutely. I think both. Go straight in with them. Especially against Wolves. Let's go and smash them and show the fans what we're made of. Baz, when you do your PSR chat at 8 p.m, could you also do the UEFA PSR as well as we see what shape we are in? I think I might struggle with that because I don't know the full ins and outs of the European restrictions, to be honest with you. I've got the UK ones already saved. I don't know if I'm going to get time to get that ready by 8 o'clock, but I'll see what I can do. You're welcome, Lee. I'll try my best. Is Jamie the new Amanda? I think he has to be. Because as a football club, if you want to keep that identity to the fans and you want to keep that channel open, how well they did together, Jamie and Amanda and Mirdad, I think they were absolutely unbelievable. And I think if you want to keep that line open between club and fans, Jamie has to now step up and try and be the new Amanda. That's if he wants to. The club might not want that. But I think to keep us engaged better than what it's been this summer, I think that is a good shout, Chris. In Europe, SCR is key. We were at 68% last season, so we're okay. Yeah, I hate all these rules because UEFA is different to the Premier League. It shouldn't be. I personally think they need to really look at it and get it all aligned and get all the Premier League clubs to vote on a system that works for both sides of things. I will try and check on that, but I think is it 80% or is it 75? I don't know. I'll have to look into it. You're welcome, Lee. What's your opinion? Asula 30 million. Take the money and run, especially with a buyback option in there as well. But take the money and run. I don't think he's good enough. I know you guys have heard me say it God knows how many times. But yes, I would take the money. Liam, straight away, would you? Christy, I saw pictures of Jamie meeting up with Amanda during the transfer window. I wonder if Amanda has been giving him tips. I hope so. I really do hope so. Right, guys, that's the end of the show. Thank you for tuning in for that hour. I'm sorry I can't do more, but I've got to make sure my kids don't kick the crap out of each other. And Superfan Dan will be back at 5 o'clock, though, so you've only got a 2-hour wait. Hopefully you'll have Gaz with him and some others. I'm hopefully joining them at 6 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll go through the whole transfer window in full again with the team and see what they want. Good lad, Liam. So we'll see you again at 5 o'clock with Superfan Dan, then 8 o'clock with myself. But till 5 o'clock, enjoy the rest of the afternoon. And let's hope we've got some exciting news to talk about at 5 o'clock. Fingers crossed. Over and out, guys.